Alright, and it begins. I am back with another episode of the Maniacs Club featuring Clive, my faithful companion, and my doggy. We're off to see the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Okay, so we got that. We gotta head over here. Hmm. A whole bunch of stuff going on. Oh, let me see my. Yes. Oh, you know what? I hadn't looked at any of this in a long time. Oh, what the fuck? When did I get that? When equipped, complex ability combinations can be executed by simply pressing square. Nice. Reduces gouge cooldown. What's that? What's gouge? What does that mean? Now that seems pretty cool. Increases stone skin tonic duration by 30 seconds. Reduces flames of rebirth cooldown by 12 seconds. Ignition damage by 12%. Increases burning blade damage by 7. Reduces heat wave cooldown by 2.7 seconds. Increases wicked will damage by 10%. Increases rock's gambit will damage by. Increases gouge damage by. What does that mean? Failed to dissipate on the battlefield, has instead manifested into a solid form, not unlike crystal, but with the elemental purity that renders it far more potent, not highly specialized in its application. The hell is gouge though? Reduces Rook's Gambit cooldown by 2.7. Increases Rising Flame will damage by 10%. Increases Heat Rave by 10%. Increases Scarlet's Cyclone. Increases Healing Potency of potions by 20%. Ooh, that's actually, damn, nice. I don't know if I need that. I don't know if I need that assistance. Increase defense by 10. Equip time slows. Oh, I got that. An equipped Clive will automatically evade attacks as long as the attack can be evaded. Kinda like that. Okay, so I won't need this one if I got that one. I wonder if I could, when it automatically evades and if I press the attack, do I do the evade attack thing? increases by 12. I think I'll use that. Boyaka. Oh, that's gouge. Okay. Oh, it says it right there, you big dummy. Yeah, dummy dumb. Who's a dummy dumb? Lionheart tonic. Huh. Why did the music go away? That's scary. Gradually fills limit break gouge for 30 seconds. Ooh. Used in crafting. The hell? I mean, what can I craft? I ain't use no crafting stuff. Keys. Okay, got that, got that. We got 1400. Oh, that looks so good. 2300. Need 2300. Oh my god. Hell yeah, I'm definitely gotta get that. Alright, now we kind of got an idea of what we're doing. Okay, that does that. That does that. Okay. Got refamiliarized. You know, we've been playing this game for a while. If I didn't know any better, there would be a box over here. And sure enough there was. Sure enough there was. Oh. Reminds me of Friday the 13th. These scum suckers. No, 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 I don't need to fight y'all. No, 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 I don't need to fight you. Open! Now I gotta pet my boy.
So big. This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Do 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 do. The hell are we gonna find over here? Oh, nice. Goddamn sweet goodness. 10 spools of steel silk. Exactly what I was looking for. I knew that was gonna be there. So I'm just awesome like that.
Not abandoned then.
Hey, scum sucker.
Visitors!
Oh, rusty ass blades. What the hell y'all gonna do? Pick your teeth with them?
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Oh, we ain't scared of them.
Or not.
Ho 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 ho! Ooh. That was sick.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's
Easy.
long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
Uh-oh.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed.
I
You have
accidentally killed a
naught
lot
to
of my
fear from
buddies.
us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
Whoops, and we killed half your men.
We can speak inside.
Away from the wench. Excuse me, that's not no wench, that's Miguel. Oh, they're not dead. Hoo-hoo, I thought I killed them all.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire.
Damn,
But
right?
we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
A son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready.
Ooh.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yep.
Yours and ours.
But mainly
We
yours.
too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
Since we know you can't handle it.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well.
Oh, I bet you were.
If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
No, I meant let us go take a
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Ooh, boxy. Take that.
I suppose we owe you our thanks. You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud.
Yep.
We'll show them that the fire in our hearts is not so easily quenched. The Black Shields won't know what hit them.
We'll see what you're made of. I'll be the judge of that.
You're telling me that's the
Ooh.
Allow me to tend to your needs, my lord.
Weak. 26. Oh, fuck. Increase limit break generation amount. Huh? What does that mean? Doesn't seem that great. I don't know, I ain't got very many of them.
Of course, my lord.
Hmm. Hmm. What does that mean? Increases limit break generation amount by 3%. What? When it's only 3%, so
It has been an honor.
doesn't that sound very enticing to me? Get out of my face.
We'll show them as much mercy as they did our sisters and brothers in Old Hill.
Less if I have my way.
Her voice changed to a man's voice.
We'll keep them from the bridge.
Oh, you will you? We'll see about that, buds. We'll see about that.
Tell us then, Sir Wade.
Let's freaking go.
What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So
You
Wade,
gutsy old bastard.
the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are often keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Let's freaking go.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
Thank you. Open!
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Nice.
Yeah!
The hell you faster than me? Who the hell said you could run faster than me? No, I gotta check for boxes. Ho, ho, ho. Found one.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Time to fight.
Oh, it's not. We just playing. Hey guys, what are y'all doing?
The bastards are lucky I did.
Bastards are lucky what? What you say? You ain't gonna do nothing.
There they are. On
Yeah.
your command, my lord.
Hey, bunch of y'all chumps. Oh, a mage.
What is it now? I told you.
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman
and a dog could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields. Then come! Die along with your flame!
Let's go.
For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear. Get him! Over here!
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
There we go.
More dragons.
Worms. The Imperials
Got
aren't
'em.
taking any chances.
Man, that battle circle is so small, man. It's messed up. Oh,
A noble stand,
look at this
Albeit-
guy.
a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Yes.
So wait.
There's no one ready to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him? Slow. Let's try. Fire and flame!
Nice. Using crafting.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked.
Worked
We
a little
sent
bit too
every
good.
last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
All right. Black or white? So we.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning.
Your
Lord
uncle.
Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Burnt blade.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be
Nice.
sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it.
Yeah.
If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Nice. Ooh. Fourth of July fireworks you can hear in the background.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Oh, look at that.
Not a chance.
Big old key cat in the back.
Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
The fuck?
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to her serene holiness, Saint Sybil Unshard.
The fuck?
Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Aww.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Madu in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy.
Aww.
It's really you.
That's so cute.
You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit.
Sit your ass down, boy.
See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
Aw, it's so cute.
So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It's been 20 years, Clive.
Damn.
The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
By your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
Aw.
The
So
one thing
cute.
I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This
He's awesome.
will be fun.
Super awesome.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
monsters.
Goblins and ghouls.
When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could.
No.
And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused.
Oh, damn it! I gotta use restroom.
And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Very much. Oh, this area right here. Here be monsters.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
What is over here?
Against the gloom of bygone days, do motes of flame take flight. From glowing embers, beacons blaze to see us through the night.
Yeah.
Maeve over there's the best thing to happen to Hideaway since well, ever. she's got a smile like sunshine, and she can pull an ale like no other.
That's funny.
can take you for a scholarly van.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage.
Ooh.
I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be
Tomes
cooked up into
McGay.
something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first ton of worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Ah. How
Something
can
tells
I
me you won't be
refuse?
taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses? Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Nothing but unwanted violets will do, if I'm to resurrect this stew. As to what they might be, as you say, that is a question for a butcher.
What can I get you, Sid?
Oh, you're not leaving already, are you?
Oh yeah, I gotta go. What do you have for me today?
So, what'll it be?
Gold work stash.
Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff. And?
Sing a song of six, gilt a bag of phoenix down. A pigeon from the rear deck, boiled in Molly's brown.
The fuck? What's wrong with that kid? You know what? See if I go to that one lady.
Monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
Is it business or pleasure? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Damn. Damn.
Sorry, sold out.
Hey, automatically charges magic spells and maintains. Oh, she has one. Nice. Damn, 40,000?
I'll be thankful you got that much.
Hmm.
I reckon I can find a buyer.
Oh, nice.
You got out else? I'll be thankful you got that much.
41,000 now.
Finished, are you?
Most deaf.
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad without all the bloody dust.
See what we got. The Dalmeeks and the Imperials are at a standoff. They snarl at each other's fangs, barbed like slum curs, but neither wants to make the first move. It's almost as if both realize what a sinking pile of chocobo shit they've stepped in. If I were a man to lay wager, I'd put my copper on the conflict not playing out anytime soon. I shall keep you apprised. My lord Marquise, I ask you once again for you to forgive my men for your welcome back to the Lazarius. But certainly you can understand that you were the last person any of us were expecting to see at our gates. In short time since our reunion, you have shown yourself to be the self-same man I followed in the still wind those many years ago, true bearer of your father's legacy. If only Sir Tyler, the Lord Commander, and all the others who were lost that night were still with us to see how bright your flame now burns. To you and your cause I hereby pledge the swords of the Guardians, and I'm proud to stand alongside you once again. Wade. Sweet. A apple of a day. Lad from a yard ran up a basket of martels just this morning. Sweet as honey and crisp as the morning breeze they were. Told myself I was only going to have one, but I reckon if no one else listens to old Otto, I don't have to either. You let Nigel and his lot know they've done a fine job. What a time you catch none but Sid supping on these. What for their foul bite, but for him, they never were the flavor about what they represent. Our ability to make it on our own. And now look at us now. Sid would be proud. Oh. Oh, Martell's apples. Somewhat stunted and somewhat sweet apple grown from the blighted. Oh, yeah. So sweet. Let's go.
Spare without all the bloody dust.
That monster's taken quite a liking to me.
Can't forget about Old Man Winter over here.
Did you come to borrow a book, Sid? Because you can't have this one till we've finished.
You blimey bastards.
My knowledge is yours. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
Oh.
What subject shall we consider today?
Younger brother of the late Archduke Elwin and warden of Port Isidal. After the duchy was incorporated into the empire and Byron stripped of his titles, shut himself away in his manor and gladly volunteered every gill of his onerous taxes and tariffs with which he was newly burdened, all to avoid drawing the empire's ire, to keep their attentions away from his support for the Guardians of the Flame. 7 high houses. The highest noble houses of Old Rosaria, of which House Rosefield is the first and foremost. They have their roots in the ruling dynasties of the small independent nations that were united upon the founding of the duchy. The houses have a prominent voice in ducal politics, but this was silenced when the region fell to the empire, and Empress Annabella took Rosaria's reign. Guardians of the Flame, the Calistine group of ducal loyalists who led the rebellion against the imperial occupation of Rosaria and Empress Annabella. Many of their number are drawn from those who survived the imperial attack on Phoenix Gate in the year 860, who know full well the empire's involvement in the duchy's fall. They make their home in the abandoned Lazarus district outside Port Isidal. I sold from where they conduct their raids to free bearers from Imperial yoke. Sir Wade. Oh, that's him. Oh, okay. Loyal shield of Rosaria, though he was thought to have died during the attack of Phoenix Gate, he somehow survived not only the disaster but the imperial conquest that followed. He and others like-minded shields took up residence in the abandoned Lazarus and formed the Guardians of the Flame, brothers in arms who fight for the restoration of the duchy. Ambrosia. Oh, Clive's personal steed. After losing her master at Phoenix Gate, Ambrosia found a new flock and led them in defending honest merchants from beasts and bandits, earning herself the love of the locals and the name Whiteheart. Indeed, it was one local's insistence that she be defended in turn that led to her happy reunion with Clive. Yay! Nectar. Oh, the hideaway's resident Moogle, who Sid found trapped between fallen ruins and brought back to his deadland home. While all others hear its words as not but a succession of adorable Kupo-like cries, Clive is somehow able to make sense of them, learning that the creature professes to be a mighty hero who would see the terrible fiends that plagued the realm laid low, for which purpose it persists in drawing Clive's attention to the hunt board. There, he's winking at you. Clive's faithful scout, now Clive's Sid's faithful scout, and now one of Clive's closest and most trusted allies. He continues to put his legendary nose to the work in the service of the Hideaway. The information he brings back from his expeditions proven invaluable for the curse breakers in the efforts to save bearers from servitude. Though he lost an eye during Hugo Koopa's attack on the old hideaway, his scouting senses remain undimmed. Taja. Resident physicker of Clive's hideaway and trusted ally of the cause, branded as a bearer from birth and forced to serve as a battlefield healer, Tarja put her surgical training to use in removing her own brand. A procedure she has since perfected and offers to any other escaped slave. I don't know, I can't tell. Scribe and secretary for the hideaway, Desiree is also entrusted with the keeping of all donations to the cause from Clive's allies and patrons. Though she could neither read nor write when first she came to the hideaway, Desiree labored night and day to learn her letters. Now the quill is never far from her hand. Her ever-cheerful demeanor is a bright light to those who make their homes atop the blackened mirror. Oh. Landlady of the Tub and Crown, the hideaway's much-loved alehouse. Though she was born in Rosaria, her enslavement as a bearer saw her transported to Sambrique to work at wheat fields. However, when the farmer was unhappy with the harvest and thought she might make an example of her for her fellow slaves, the curse breakers stepped in to instead teach him the error of his ways. Oh. Second in command of the curse breakers, who assists the coordination of the troopers' bearer liberating activities under the supervision of his captain, Dory, formerly a slave soldier of the Fist of the Republic before being freed, taken in by those who now call his brothers and sisters in arms. Martel, a young bearer who assisted Bahumel in his research into growing crops in the blighted soil of Sid's hideaway. Alas, she was gravely wounded during Koopa's attack at their home. But she was able to escape the wreckage with some of the saplings that were the fruit of her labors. She succumbed soon after. Aww. Trees were replanted in Clive's new hideaway, and the apples they bore named Martel in her memory. Aww. Companion and protector of Joshua Roosevelt, dominant of the Phoenix, as loyal as she is dangerous, her blades ever at the ready for anyone who might mean her master ill, and her tonics ever at hand to heal the sickly princess' hurts. Joshua addresses her by the name Jot, but it is unclear whether this is her true name or another Persuado. Manservant of Lord Baron Roosevelt. Oh, but his daily duties touch all aspects of running his master's manor. Rather than the welcoming of guests, the preparation of meals, or the polishing of the interpret nobleman's trophy collection. Alright. Port city, situated in the southwestern coast of the imperial province of Rosaria, only Rosalith rivals for its size. In the glory days of Archduke Elwin's reign, its streets bustled with traders from across Valestine. Sadly, those days are long since gone, and Sambricois' occupation has seen everything, from marketplaces to military institutions, subverted to the will of the Empire. Location in the southern part of Imperial Province of Rosaria for its distinctive rock formation, there is a myriad theories as to how the unique stratification was achieved, from natural shiftings of the earth to clashes of bygone eons to lost fallen magics. People who live in their shadows, however, such as those residents of the tiny village of Amber, will merely tell you a rock is a rock. Hawk cries cliff. They are tasked with purging the impurities from the province, to which end they conduct colon of both bearers and those judged to be ducal loyalties. Ew. Mother Crystal, Drake's Tail, a mother crystal located in the Crystalline Dominion, is one of only 5 remaining in Valestine, and is the largest of its kind. Silhouetted by the setting sun, the islands of the Dominion spread out before it. The tail is truly a wonder to behold. After the fall of the Phoenix, the Northern Territory, a bitterly cold corner of Storm's most northerly reaches, the loose collection of nations that sprang up around the region's erstwhile mother crystal, Drake's Eye, were united and pacified by Archduke Elwin Rosefeld of Rosarian in the year 854. However, in the years following Rosaria's annexation by the Empire, a combination of both the Blight's inexorable advance and Sambrique's lack of interest in the territories have only worked to quicken the area's destabilization. Mysteries of the Realm. The Golem. After being made vicereine of the newly annexed Rosarian territory, the Empress Annamella quietly established a host of loyal Imperial soldiers, the Black Shields, to maintain order. Though branded as keepers of the peace, their true purpose is to carry out what has come to be known as colons, or brutal massacres of provincial bearers, those who show them sympathy, killing a swift and indiscriminate, with the Shield's dispatch serving as judge, jury, and executioner. And the chaos left in their wake is usually enough to deliver entire settlements of ruin. Damn it. Damn it, man. Missives. The missives. Second simplest method of long-distance communication used in Valencia. After whispering one's message to a traveling trader, trusting in the strength of their memory, though letters are more prone to interception than stallaces. They have the advantage that they can be sent to those who do not know. Their major disadvantages: that the majority of the common folk of the twins can neither read nor write, limiting their exchange of those to a certain level of education. Efforts are underway to offer such education to the bearers of the hideaway. Many are already more confident readers and writers than their former masters. Nice. Notorious marks. While afield on their expeditionary excursions, the Cursebreakers will oft learn of creatures as somewhat unsurprisingly humans, that for some reasons varying from the loss of natural habitat or lack of food to overexposure to aether, have begun to exhibit uncharacteristically violent behavior. Due to the threat of the pose of the realm and her peaceful inhabitants, these terrors are deemed notorious marks, and a bounty placed on their heads. Nice. The Saint and the Secretary. A beloved Valacese fable where the good knight Sir Crandall of Camelot, servant of Saint Sybil the Unshod, does battle against the evil warlock Madu. The story was a favorite of young Clive Roosevelt, and he would often act out scenes with his uncle, the young knight naturally taking the role of Sir Crandall, and his robustious uncle Byron making a convincing Madu. That was cute. All right.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Always.
Did you come to borrow a book, Sid?
No, I haven't. Now leave me alone.
Typical nobles.
How did we never hear
There
about
are
these
new
gardens?
billets being posted every day.
Same way they never have.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
I'm glad to see me too.
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. That normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what'd you say?
Sure.
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. I'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
That's funny.
Fancy a look at the list, do you?
Let's look it.
Think you can help?
Nope.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts?
Berserker ring. Wait to get that 100 to see what this is.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
A
part of me thought Drake's head might be the last crystal we ever cracked. But I'm glad I was wrong.
I need to do that sometime. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Vivian!
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer.
Yep.
What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move.
Cool.
As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of
Man,
Storm.
why is the audio
Or
always
rather,
so
its
messed up?
church
Why
does.
is the audio
But
so
this is
bad?
not the pragmatic approach to state
You
religion
barely even
employed
hear
by
it
the
now.
Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand
Whoever's
it,
in charge
one
of
must
that
start
audio
there.
should have been fired,
As the
man.
name implies, the orthodoxy holds the mother crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means
Well,
to
the
fill
audio
washtubs
mixing.
and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago, in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Justanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity.
Damn.
The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drostanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's Breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Speak with the butcher real quick. I mean Blackthorn. What is it, Blackthorn?
First August, and now you. What you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
You wanger?
I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil, shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right. We're going. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of hail. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
So, we find a cuirass, give it to Blackthorn, then he works out how to make it and goes back to being his surly old self, right? Simple.
That monster's taken quite a liking.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his
bastard.
nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it.
Hey.
Where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe. Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Nice.
If that leatherworker's even half the craftsman Blackthorn says, someone's bound to have heard of him. I'll do a bit of poking around, see if I can't find something out. Good luck in Sambrek, and watch out for that griffin. They're nasty bastards, they are.
Alright, so now we got our mission. We'll hunt the griffin on our next episode, guys. Hell yeah. It's gonna be, well... yeah, because who knows how long that mission might be. Alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, buds. It's free all day long. Like all good things, gotta come to an end. Till next time, buds. I'll catch you in the Maniacs Club. Peace.